teaching individuals to believe in a future that is not immediately visible or tangible is a process that requires a significant shift in their mindset. It involves moving beyond the constraints of current reality and embracing the potential of what could be. This shift is not just philosophical, but has a tangible basis in the workings of the brain, as supported by neuroscience. When individuals repeatedly focus on a desired future, they engage in a process of mental rehearsal. This process involves visualizing and contemplating a future scenario in detail, activating the same neural networks that would be involved in experiencing the actual event. Over time, this mental rehearsal prompts changes in the brain's structure and function. Neuroscience has shown that the brain is highly plastic, meaning it can rewire itself in response to repeated thoughts and mental practices. As such, when individuals frequently think about their desired future, their brain starts to reorganize itself as if those thoughts were real experiences. This concept of the brain changing in response to thought alone is grounded in the field of neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to form and reorganize synaptic connections, especially in response to learning or experience. When we envision a future scenario repeatedly, we strengthen the neural pathways associated with that vision. This strengthening makes the imagined scenario feel more real and achievable, thereby increasing an individual's belief in the possibility of that future. Furthermore, focusing on a desired future can lead to the formation of new neural pathways that support the skills, behaviors, and emotions associated with that future. For example, if an individual consistently visualizes themselves as a confident public speaker, the brain begins to build the neural networks associated with confidence in public speaking. Over time, this can lead to changes in behavior and attitude that align with this new identity. However, this process requires more than just casual daydreaming. It involves focused and sustained attention to the details of the desired future, engaging emotions and senses to make the visualization as vivid and realistic as possible. This level of detail and emotional engagement enhances the brain's rewiring process, making the envisioned future more psychologically and neurologically real. The ability of the brain to rewire itself in response to thought has significant implications. It means that our mental and emotional engagement with the future can fundamentally change how we think, feel, and act in the present. This understanding empowers individuals to take an active role in shaping their future, using their thoughts and imagination as powerful tools for personal transformation. The technique of emotionally embracing a potential future to the extent that the body believes it is already experiencing that reality is a profound and impactful practice. It involves more than mere wishful thinking. It requires a deep, immersive process where one consciously and intensely feels and experiences the future in the present moment. This intense emotional engagement with the future state is not just a mental exercise, but a holistic experience that encompasses the mind, body, and emotions. When practicing this technique, an individual must vividly imagine their desired future, including all the sensory details and emotional responses associated with that future state. This visualization process is akin to creating a rich, detailed mental rehearsal of the future. The aim is to evoke the emotions and physical sensations that would accompany the realization of this future, such as joy, satisfaction, confidence, or peace. By doing so, the body starts to respond as if the imagined future is already happening. This response is not just psychological, but physiological as well. Engaging in this process can trigger changes in gene expression and alter the body's physical state to align with the envisioned future. This phenomenon is rooted in the field of epigenetics, which studies how behavior and environment can cause changes that affect the way genes work. Essentially, when we intensely and repeatedly focus on a specific future scenario, accompanied by strong emotional engagement, we signal our body to adjust its gene expression and physiological responses as if that scenario is real. Moreover, this practice of aligning the body with a potential future requires a sustained effort. The more regularly and vividly one engages with their envisioned future, the more pronounced the physiological changes become. This repetition reinforces the new gene expression patterns and physical states, gradually making them more stable and integral to the individual's being. This alignment of the body with the envisioned future has several benefits. Firstly, it can improve mental and physical well being, as positive visions of the future often involve scenarios where one is healthier, more successful, or more fulfilled. Secondly, it enhances one's ability to achieve their goals, as the body and mind begin to operate in ways that support the realization of these goals. Strong emotions play a critical role in shaping our perception of the world and our responses to it. Both positive and negative emotions have the ability to significantly narrow our focus, drawing our attention and energy towards the object of these emotions. This concentrated focus can create lasting neural imprints in the brain, essentially encoding these emotional experiences into our neural pathways. These imprints can influence how we perceive and react to future events, often without our conscious awareness. Negative emotions, in particular, such as fear, anger, or sadness, can lead to a heightened state of focus on specific events or experiences. This focus can ingrain these experiences deeply into our memory, making them more likely to trigger similar emotional responses in the future. For instance, a traumatic event can leave a lasting imprint that shapes future perceptions and reactions, potentially leading to anxiety or phobic responses to related stimuli. To counteract the effects of these negative emotional imprints, it is essential to embrace a positive vision of the future with passion and conviction. This involves not just intellectualizing a positive outcome, but immersing emotional oneself emotionally in that envisioned future. By vividly imagining a positive future and engaging with the emotions that this future would bring, such as joy, excitement, or contentment, we can begin to rewire the brain. This process involves forming new neural pathways that align with the positive emotions and experiences associated with our vision of the future. Embracing a positive future vision in this way does more than just counterbalance past negative experiences. It actively reshapes our reality by altering the way our brain processes information and responds to stimuli. As we consistently engage with positive emotions and visions of the future, we train our brain to focus more on these positive elements, which can change our overall perception and experience of life. Moreover, this practice of embracing a positive future vision requires more than occasional thought. It demands sustained and repeated focus, much like training a muscle. The more frequently and intensely we engage with our positive vision and its accompanying emotions, the stronger and more ingrained the new neural pathways become. This repetition reinforces the new patterns, making them a more dominant part of our neural landscape. Achieving a future oriented state where one is aligned with and actively working towards desired outcomes necessitates a state of coherence both in the brain and the heart. Coherence in this context refers to a harmonious alignment and synchronization of our thoughts, emotions, and bodily states. This alignment is crucial for effectively manifesting our goals and visions for the future. When we experience negative emotional states such as resentment, frustration, or anger, it leads to a state of incoherence. These emotions disrupt the natural balance and harmony within our body and mind, creating a discordant internal environment. Incoherence manifests as scattered thoughts, turbulent emotions, and a general sense of disconnection from our goals and aspirations. This dissonance makes it challenging to focus on and manifest our desired future, as our internal turmoil creates barriers to the clear and focused thought necessary for manifestation. On the other hand, achieving coherence involves cultivating positive emotional states such as love, joy, gratitude, and compassion. These emotions have a unifying effect on our mind and body, bringing them into a state of balance and alignment. When the brain and heart are coherent, they operate in a synchronized and efficient manner, enhancing our ability to think clearly, plan effectively, and stay emotionally balanced. This state of coherence is conducive to connecting with and manifesting our future aspirations. The heart plays a particularly significant role in achieving coherence. The heart's electromagnetic field is one of the most powerful in the body, and when it is coherent, it can positively influence brain function, leading to improved cognitive abilities, heightened intuition, and greater emotional stability. Techniques such as heart focused breathing and positive emotion refocusing can help in achieving and maintaining heart coherence. Moreover, coherence between the brain and heart facilitates a deeper connection with our inner wisdom and intuition. This connection allows us to make decisions and take actions that are more aligned with our true desires and goals. It enables us to navigate life with a sense of purpose and direction, staying true to our vision for the future, even in the face of challenges and setbacks. Living in the energy of the future, as opposed to being anchored in the past, is a dynamic process that involves cultivating a state of being which is in harmony with one's future aspirations. This state transcends mere wishful thinking. It requires an active alignment of both our neurological and emotional frameworks to mirror the realities we aspire to manifest. In essence, it's about creating an internal environment that resonates with the future we desire. This alignment involves a deliberate and conscious effort to mold our thought patterns and emotional responses in ways that reflect our future goals. Neurologically, this means training the brain to think and process information as if the future we envision is already unfolding. This could involve visualizing achieving our goals, experiencing success, or feeling the emotions associated with these future events. Regularly engaging in such mental rehearsal strengthens the neural pathways associated with these positive outcomes, effectively priming the brain to operate in accordance with our future vision. Emotionally, living in the energy of the future requires cultivating the feelings that we associate with our desired outcomes. If our goal is to achieve a certain state of happiness or fulfillment, we must begin to evoke and nurture these emotions in the present. This involves more than just temporary emotional highs. It's about embedding these positive emotional states into our daily experience, making them a consistent part of our emotional landscape. Moreover, maintaining a state of being aligned with future aspirations means actively letting go of past oriented emotional patterns. This often involves working through lingering negative emotions related to past experiences, such as regret, resentment, or grief, and consciously choosing to shift our focus towards more constructive and forward looking emotions. Additionally, this future oriented state of being impacts our decision making and behavior in the present. When we live in the energy of the future, our choices and actions are guided by the direction in which we want to move rather than by past habits or reactions. This proactive approach to life helps to create a congruence between our current actions and our future goals, making the realization of these goals more seamless and natural. Living in the energy of the future also has a profound impact on our sense of self and identity. As we align our thoughts and emotions with our future aspirations, we begin to see ourselves not only as we are, but as we could be. This expanded sense of self opens up new possibilities for personal growth and transformation, encouraging us to embrace new challenges and opportunities that align with our future vision.